Welcome back to Hear Me Out. I'm Dee,
I'm E.
and today's video is about Miss Sofia Vergara or Vergara, and how she is now in her 50s, which is crazy to believe because she looks amazing, but also it just like never feels that these people age. Anyway, apparently this is the best decade for her. So, what did she say in her interview?
So this is an article from E Online by Alyssa Morin, and the title is Sofia Vergara shares how being in her 50s has shaped her confidence. She is in hot pursuit of embracing the skin she's in. The Modern Family alum opened up about her body confidence and how it has changed now that she's in her 50s, especially when it comes to wearing certain outfits. Swimsuits are always difficult for women, no matter what age, what size, what race. Sophia told E! News in an exclusive interview, "We all have our insecurities, but once you get older, it's even more because we don't look the same." The 52-year-old who released a new swimwear and summer collection with Walmart explained why it's important for clothes to fit you, not the other way around. You have to find options that do what you want them to do. The Griselda Star said, "You can't wear the same things you wore in your 20s or your 30s." You heard that, JLo? That was me inserting myself. In
Well,
your 40s and 50s, things start changing. So it's good that there are things like our Walmart collection that hold you and shape you, and that enhances what you have. But dressing to kill in your 50s isn't the actress' only stylish weapon. When you reach a certain age, you know life more. Can I relate? Who relates? Say it in the comments. She continued. That's one of the fun things about getting older. You realize what's important in life and what is not. And one of those important factors is taking care of herself. I'm in a business where we're always being looked at, Sophia noted. And now the cameras are in high definition. It's different to age as a normal woman in a normal job, but to age in front of a camera is completely different. And all our insecurities become even bigger once you get older. Of course, there's no shame in getting extra help like undergoing plastic surgery when it comes to looking and feeling her best. I want to feel good, and not because people what people are thinking of me, she explained. It's for me. I want to feel fresh, not exhausted. You have to accept that you're going to be different, but also I'm never afraid to do the best that I can. So if there's things that I can do without going crazy, why not? At the end of the day, Sophia admitted she isn't completely sold on the stage, on the age beauty concept. Listen, she kipped. If they have asked, "Do you want to stay an idiot but young?" I'm like, yes, but don't. Well, she cursed here. I don't want the effing wisdom. I think she was joking, guys. But what do we think?
um, it's interesting that someone like Sophia, who has always been seen as this very beautiful and sexually attractive woman, um, I guess that she would kind of have any confidence issues seems surprising. Um, because I mean, as far as I've known her, and I can remember her from me being a little girl and her doing a show on Univision when she was a blonde,
Mhm.
and everything, she's always looked like a beautiful woman. So it's like wild to know that she's had any sort of insecurities or lacked confidence. But I do agree that when you get older, you are able, of course, you become wiser, but you are able to be more confident in just who you are and the person that you've become and the things that you want out of life. So it makes a lot of sense to just kind of like once you get older get to that point. As far as like, you know, doing any kind of surgeries or whatnot, to each their own. I feel like I would be too afraid to do any kind of cosmetic surgery. Um because I'm just scared of any of that stuff. Like, I'm terrified. I couldn't even do Botox. I'd be so afraid of it. Like, I'm paranoid that I'm gonna react negatively to it. Something's gonna go wrong. So that's my paranoia. I could never do it. But if you're able to and you are good with it, more power to you. I can understand, especially given the industry that she belongs to, the pressure that it is to, stay looking a certain kind of way. So anyway, what did you think?
Well, I mean, besides the last comment, which was, "Do you want to stay an idiot but young?" And she's like, "Yeah." I kind of think she means it now. Now thinking about it, because if she's always been used to being so beautiful, I can only imagine it being hard for your looks to fade, or you just don't look as fresh, like the article says,
Hmm.
as she once did.
Yeah.
Things, there's wrinkles that you can probably not hide at a certain point.
Yeah.
There's you know sagging that happens no matter what you try. It's just your hair. You probably have to dye it a couple more times than usual. So I can imagine it being very difficult for her. But I think aging is beautiful, sort of. Uh,
Hold on.
I said sort of. I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you what.
Okay. Okay.
I think aging is difficult. Why? Because of what I said. And it's almost like a time bomb, if you really think about it. I mean, that's the way I see it. It's like, man, you're really getting up. Like, okay, I'm really getting up there. And I guess I really got to figure out my life. And I got to make the most of the time that I have. I know I'm fairly young, but still, it's like we're not going back in time. We're going forward. So I think that's a scary thought that I have personally. I'm like, oh my God, I got to maximize everything that I do, and it has to be, I have to live a fulfilling life. What is a fulfilling life? And then it starts to spiral. But other than that, I think aging is great because you just don't give a damn. And I love that. I mean, just remembering, and I can understand why our parents say, I feel like it was just yesterday that I was like 18,
Yeah.
because it does. It really does. And it's like you were a teenager and you were so concerned about what people think of you. And in your 20s, you're like the same thing. And are you where you're supposed to be? And do I make enough money? And, I have this amount of cellulite or whatever guys go through, insert it in the comments. But as you start to age in your 30s, and I hear it, the 40s are the new 30s and the 50s are the new 30s or whatever it is, it's like you just don't care about what people think. You're just like, you know what? I wanted to be in shape for the summer, but this is the body that the beach is gonna get. Like, you just don't care. I'm like, okay, I didn't reach these goals. I won't be hard on myself. I'll just keep trying, kind of thing. So just not giving a damn what people think is such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about aging.
I think that there is also something to be said about, like, just it's a very freeing feeling,
Yeah.
to just understand yourself better, to be okay with things, to
Hmm.
be gentler on yourself. Because now we have to be aware of, we can't drink like we used to. We can't stay out like we used to.
We can't eat hot Cheetos like we used
We
to.
can't eat hot Cheetos like we used to. There's a lot of things we can't eat like we used to, and we have to have skincare routines and make sure you're wearing sunscreen every day.
Make
Listen,
sure you stretch before and after a workout.
oh my
Feel
God.
it.
Make sure you stretch when you get out of bed. Listen,
This is true.
it it is a struggle, yes, but I think it's a beautiful struggle because at the end of the day, it's a reminder that you're living. It's a reminder that you are blessed to see another day. And so when I see the gray hairs, yes, I have gray hairs.
Do not accept that. Absolutely not.
I completely accept mine. I do
Oh
not
no.
care. Um and it just, like I said, it just shows me that like I'm I'm given, a gift every day. Um and
That's
it's
beautiful.
and so it's like, I mean, obviously there's still times where it is very easy to feel insecure and to lack some confidence because of what we see on social media every day, because of what we're shown just daily, with people and filters and photoshopping. And do we even really know what a Kardashian skin looks like real skin? We don't. I don't believe that we do.
Do
um,
you remember when Kendall was promoting Proactive? I think that's the only
oh
time we've
yes.
seen her and her real skin.
Yeah, yes, that would probably be it. Because guys, let's be real here. Nobody has blurred skin. Not even a 20-year-old, not even a 16-year-old has blurred skin. Babies have blurred skin, but once a baby becomes a toddler, even that starts to go away. Like, the blurred skin effect is not real. It's not, because toddlers start to get scrapes, they start to get bumps and bruises, toddlers are crazy. So anyway, my point is, realistically speaking, this is reality here. Not what we see on social media, not the lack of wrinkles on a 50 something year old, aka J Lo. Um, so it's just, I think it I appreciate that, even though Sophia obviously, feels the way she feels about doing some touches and all that stuff, like, at the end of the day, she's even proudly telling you her age. There was a time where women were not even allowed in Hollywood to really give their real ages, and some women were just afraid to even let people know what their real ages were. So we've reached a different, point in life now, and I'm kind of really grateful for that. Like, I think it's amazing to see so many of these women embrace their 50s, because I don't recall seeing that when I was a kid. It always felt like, oh, once you're 40, you're old, which is not the case, guys. I promise you. When you get close to your 40s, you're still going to feel like you are in your early 20s. Your body may not, physically, you may not, but mentally, trust me, you will still think about, oh, just yesterday, I went and partied the whole weekend. Can't do that now. But you still remember those days like they were yesterday.
Yeah, believe what she says. She's close to her 40s, not me. What's shipping and handling. But overall, it's a great thing. Like you said, it's a freeing thing. Just live life,
Yeah,
preferably without gray hair, because that drives me insane.
I love mine.
Guys, that concludes today's episode. What do we think about aging? I think this is such a great conversation. I have mixed feelings, as you can see. I love it, but I hate it. I love it internally. I hate it physically. But what do you think about it? Have you gotten wisdom? Do you care what people think still, if you ever did? Um, what do we think about enhancements? Would you do it? Do you want to age naturally? What do we think about social media and their perception of age or their lack thereof? Let us know. But that concludes today's episode. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also, please share our video. We're trying to grow our community so your friends can be our friends and we can all be friends. We also have social media, which Dee will tell you about.
We are on TikTok and Instagram at Hear Me Out DNE. So make sure you guys like, follow, share, and comment. You can also listen to the videos in podcast format via Spotify and YouTube Music. So please check those out as well.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.